Welcome to Tiny Kitchen Big Flavor. Here's what's next. Hoagie sandwich. I turned my croutons into breadcrumbs for my Italian Parmesan meatballs that I have been toying with in my head for a while. It's going to come to life today. So I also wanted to show you here in the same container, I'm going to be putting in my chicken. Now, let me just say that this chicken, I'm sorry. This chicken I have seasoned. I normally season my meats and put it in the freezer. So when I'm ready, so that's what I have done. I don't want to make a lot because I don't know how it's gonna turn out. This is just something that I've been toying with in my head, like I said. So I wanted to give it a try, and today is that day for me to give it a try. So I have here couple of different, I have thighs and I have a mix of thighs and breasts, chicken breasts. So I'm gonna, oh my God, this thing smells amazing, guys. I had already, like I said, seasoned this. I'm gonna go ahead and do this and see what happens. You guys are, if you're holding your breath, so am I, because I'm just kind of experimenting here and see how it turns out. Like I said, I don't want to make a lot in case this thing doesn't do what I want it to do. I won't need to add a lot of ingredients to it, and I'm not going to, only because I'm going to use feta and dry tomato. I'm going to be using feta with tomato and basil into my mix. I'm also going to be using ricotta cheese and an egg or two and my breadcrumbs. And since this is seasoned, my chicken is seasoned, this has seasoning, I don't think there isn't a need for me to add any more seasoning. I don't want to overpower it. So especially when you start, doing the tomato sauce and all that. So it looks like I do have a lot of meat. And that's okay. It's no big deal. Nothing here goes to waste because I make sure that I use everything. Let me just clean up my surface here, and then I'm going to bring you back to show you how I put this together. Hey guys, so I decided to do two since I went ahead and did all the meat, processed all the meat in the Ninja. So I'm doing one with the ricotta and the feta cheese. And then I'm doing one without, just to see, because I don't, like I said, this one is get away. I see a fly. I am going to have to get my fly swatter because I don't do flies. I hate them. And then we have one egg, and I'm going to put another egg in the other one. I pretty much used almost all the feta on this one. And I'm going to go ahead and add my breadcrumbs. You can see what I have here. Okay. And see what happens. And I'm going to mix everything together. And then I'm going to form my meatballs. Like I said, I didn't want to add a lot because I'm not sure yet, quite honestly. Let me grab a fork. I added here, it's almost about about a cup. No, half a cup of the ricotta cheese. So now I'm just gonna incorporate all of this and really well. My hands are hurting. And then once I do that, I'm gonna form my meatballs, and then I'm gonna fry them. I know you can certainly bake these, but I prefer to fry them because they coat it really fast. I think if you bake them, all it's gonna do is melt your cheese, and it's probably not gonna hold it together very well. So I'm going to go ahead and deep fry them. And I'll do that. I'm going to assemble them, put them in the refrigerator to get cold, and then deep fry them. And I'll bring you back when oops, I'm sorry. This thing, you can't see it, can you? Okay, let's see like that. And I'll bring you back when I'm ready. This lighting, I'm going to have to buy a light because honestly, this is just... it's ridiculous, you guys, and I really do apologize. I've tried everything, but I am on a budget, so can't be buying a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm doing the best I can. I wanted to share this recipe with you because I think it's going to be fabulous. But I don't know. My husband will be the judge when I feed it to him. He's my guinea pig. He tries everything. It looks a little bit too soft, so I'm going to add more of my breadcrumbs. My breadcrumbs are really, really good, you guys. So I'm going to add more of that. And I'm going to add a little bit more here, too. Well, there went all my breadcrumbs. Okay, that's fine. No biggie. I don't want to add too much cheese. But if you check out my video on the zucchini meatballs, oh my goodness, that's so good. I am getting ready to redo that video as far as putting it together, because when I first started uploading videos to YouTube, I didn't know how to link the videos or none of that. So you'll see some that'll say 1 of 2, 1 of 5, and like that, because I didn't know how to do it. Now that I do, I'm going to go back and re-enter that one video so you don't have to, you know, watch one little short clip and then go to the other video. So I'm going to be doing that. Anyway, I'll bring you back when I have these already ready to go and put in the fryer, okay? Hey guys, I just wanted to point out a tip. Okay, I do have Parmesan cheese, but it's in my freezer, which is why I elected to use the feta tomato basil one. Now, with that being said, I will say that you can still use it, but you want to put it through your food processor to make it so you don't have these big chunks of it. I'm gonna fry a couple of them just to see how they do. If they don't do well, then I'm gonna go ahead and bake them instead. But I just wanted to show you, that's how, you know, that's how you learn, trial and error. So I had to take out some of these big bits. But in the future, if you decide to make this, just put it through your food processor so that you can break down these big chunks. But that's about it. I'm gonna heat up my oil so I can fry a couple of them, and I'll bring you back. You're gonna see for first time how it's gonna turn out, just like I am. So we'll see. I'm warming up my oil, and I'm going to be putting the plain one. I'm gonna label it. I'm gonna put it in the freezer because I'm not gonna be using this anytime soon. But I'm like I said, we're experimenting together. So we'll see how this whole little... Okay, let's test the oil and see if it's hot enough. It appears to be. I'm going to try one, you guys, just to see. And I have here some paper towel and a plate so I can transfer it in case. I'm hoping it stays together, so hope and a prayer. Here we go. Hopefully the cheese won't melt and break away, which is what I'm praying that it doesn't do. And all you're looking for is for it to get a little bit golden and then take it out. It doesn't look like the cheese is going to break away. So far so good, but you know, I don't know. Oh boy. It looks pretty good, you guys, so I'm going to venture out and put in a couple more. Oh boy. It does scare me because I don't want the cheese to, you know, like I said. I'm going to leave them alone for a minute. I don't want to get burned either. But I don't think I can grab it with, let me see if I can grab it with this and put it in there. Yep. You want to be extra careful because you do not want this hot oil on you. Where's my other one? See, that's what you're looking for. Look at that, how pretty. So it's going to work, you guys. Just keep in mind that when you're making it, go ahead and make sure that if you're going to use a feta cheese, that you kind of break it down really good. Because if not, you're going to end up with big chunks, and you don't want that. Because I was afraid it was going to break away inside the pot here. But it's not. It looks amazing. And since it's chicken, you don't really need to cook it that much. All you're looking for is for it to get golden. Like so. I'm gonna lower the heat a little bit. I can hear it starting to sizzle, which tells me that my cheese might just combust on me. But look at that, you guys. Doesn't that look amazing? I think it looks amazing. I'm pretty excited, to be honest. And I will be freezing these. Now, let me just say that you don't necessarily have to make these like a chicken parmesan sandwich. You can just use these and make them like for an appetizer. Make yourself your favorite hot sauce or sweet and sour sauce and do it like that. And it'll be amazing. Now you gotta crank up your heat again, so you gotta play with the heat. I'm pretty excited the way they look. I just hope that they taste really good. And I'll have to have my husband be the judge of that. I make a lot of things, you guys, but I don't even eat them myself. It's not that I don't want to, it's that I have an intolerance to certain foods. So, let's not get crazy now. Yeah. But anyway, there you have it. Let me just get this thing cleaned up so this oil doesn't dry there. I'll bring you back when they're all done, you guys. So here we are. I am done. I went ahead and transferred all my fried meatballs onto this pan. And I went ahead and put a whole jar of vineyard marinara sauce. I added some wine to it. And then I drizzled this whole bottle over the top. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the oven at 350 for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, just so that it could warm up really all the way through. I did find, though, that the meatballs are a little bit dry, but that is because of the kamut breadcrumbs that I added. Kamut tends to be a little bit dry, in my opinion, so just keep that in mind. You can certainly just go ahead and add Italian breadcrumbs. I just used that because it's what I had, and I'm a firm believer in using what you've got. If you can help it, and if the recipe can withstand it, why not? So I'm going to go ahead and put it in the oven while I run and get my hoagie breads, because that's going to be what's for dinner for my hubby in a little bit. Thank you for watching, you guys. Give this recipe a try. And don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you are notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you. There you have it, guys. A hoagie sandwich. There you go. Oh my God, this is so delicious. You guys don't even know how delicious this is. Thank you for watching.